So I have been getting a few requests to review this smartwatch. It is the HT30 smartwatch. What's so special about it? Unlike the other Chinese smartwatches we see these days, this smartwatch runs OpenHarmonyOS, which is the open source version of the Huawei's HarmonyOS and opens gate for many customization options. In this video, we're going to explore all of the features in this smartwatch to see if it is worth the hype or not. Before we start today's video, if you're new here or if you're an OG iMAT subscriber, make sure you have subscribed to this channel and have the notifications turned on and help me grow this channel. So there's nothing special in the box. We get the HT30 smartwatch with 22mm silicone straps attached, and then we have the magnetic wireless charger and the user manual no one is going to read. So if I share my first impressions on this smartwatch, it looks big. This thing is quite huge. It comes in 55 into 49mm size, which is not normal for a skinny person or even someone with a normal wrist size, although it is great for people with a giant wrist. The case material is said to be alloy, although it is not mentioned if it is zinc alloy or aluminum alloy. Although it does not look much solid, and if I strike it with a knife, it is easily getting scratched. So this is not something that I liked about it, and the body is not too durable, and if you drop it a few times, the scratches and dents will be quite visible. Then we have a huge AMOLED display here. It's a 1.73 inches AMOLED display with a screen resolution of 466 into 466. It is super smooth, the colors are vibrant, and it is also bright and crisp. Even with all of the lights around me, if I move the brightness to the maximum level, it is really hard to look directly at it, which means it will be clearly visible in the direct sunlight. And if you use the torch application, then the bezels are also quite slim. And I actually tried it last night, and believe me that it's too bright that I regretted turning it on. A lot of you ask about the sleep time. If you go to settings and display, then the sleep time is 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds of inactivity, the display is going to turn off. But thankfully, the smartwatch also comes with the always on display option, using which you can always take a look at the time without waking up the display. The battery timing is also not so bad with the screen of dial enabled, and as per my experience, it can give you around 2 to 3 days of battery life with the screen of dial turned on. And when it's night time, the screen of dial also dims the brightness level, so you can always take a look at the time when you wake up during the night without hurting your eyes. Another thing that I really like is that it also offers the screen of dial according to the style of some of the watch faces. I'm getting a similar screen of dial for most of the watch faces I've installed from the dial market. Yes, you heard it right, it also supports dial market, and using the fit application, which is linked in the description box below, you can add many watch faces inside it. Since it comes with local storage that we're going to talk about later in the video, we have many built-in watch faces here. You can also scroll all the way to the right and go to the face gallery, which comes with a lot of watch faces for you to choose from, and all of them are available for totally free. And that's not it. If you go all the way to the left, these two watch faces can be customized with your own picture from the gallery. It also provides you with many customization options, and here we have the AI watch face option. Running on HarmonyOS, the HT30 feels smooth and pretty snappy. If you take an overall look at the UI, you can see that it is quite clean. The animations are quite fluid and everything just works the way you would expect. But this is the only advantage they have taken of the Harmony OS. The UI is quite smooth, yes it is. But I was actually expecting more from the smartwatch. Obviously we are going to talk about the pros and cons in the last of the video. So let's take a look at the rest of the features till then. The HT30 comes packed with health tracking. We have the heart rate, blood oxygen and the stress monitoring, and the results have always been quite satisfactory. Currently I'm testing it at rest and you can see that the values are quite similar. When the value goes high on the oximeter, it is going high on the smartwatch too. But we are not only going to test it at rest. So let's do some workout and see if it will still show correct values or not. So I've done a little workout and now my heartbeat should have gone high. So let's test out the heart rate checker on the smartwatch as well as on the oximeter. So as you can see here that the heart rate is going high. It is showing 118 beats per minute and the values are also similar on the HT30 smartwatch. So now I'm relaxing and the heartbeat is going down on the smartwatch as well as on the oximeter, and as soon as it went high on the smartwatch too. Other than that, we also get sleep tracking inside it, and it is quite satisfactory as far as I have checked. It not only shows you your sleep time, but also gives detailed analysis on it, including the wake up time. And not just that, it also keeps a track of the last 7 days trend. For the fitness lovers, we have the activity tab, which keeps a track of the all day steps, the calories you have burned, and the total time of your exercise. You can also set your daily target using the Fit application, and here it shows the steps throughout the day and the rest of the data too. Then it also comes with a lot of sport modes inside it. But one thing has really disappointed me. One of the reliable sources on the internet has mentioned that the smartwatch has GPS inside it, but it is nowhere taking advantage of it. So obviously the data won't be as accurate as the other GPS smartwatches out there. You can also tap here to customize the target. So let's go ahead and test it out. So now let's do a real life test of the workout modes and see how good the pedometer is. I will be going with the walking mode, so let's test it out. So I'm back after the workout, and as you can see here, I walked for around 16 minutes and the total distance I covered was around 1 kilometers, and the total steps it has noted are 1233. To compare the values, I also took my iPhone 16 Pro with me. When I started the test, it was showing 1486 steps, and when I finished, it was showing 2670 steps, which means it has noted 1184 steps. So there is a difference of around 50 steps, which equals around 4 to 5% difference. Considering that the smartwatch does not come with a GPS inside it, in my opinion, the difference is not so huge, as most of the other Bluetooth smartwatches that I've reviewed which do not have GPS inside them show around 8 to 10% of the difference with the iPhone 16 Pro. So there is a basic thing missing. In this smartwatch while you are using the sports mode. It does not allow you to control the media playing on the device. So I'm going to exit it now. You can see that it has saved all of the data. Using the watch application, you can also take many other advantages. First of all, it supports Bluetooth calling, and if you go to settings and here scroll down, we get the phone option. You can turn it on to enable Bluetooth calling. After that, you can head over to the menu and go to the phone application where you can access the dial pad and call any number directly from the smartwatch. And just like this, you can also receive calls directly on it. It rings as well as vibrates and also shows the name of the caller without syncing the contacts. Another thing that I really like is that it also has the option to transfer the call to the smartphone and back to the smartwatch using this button. Then taking advantage of the Bluetooth calling feature, you can also use AI voice assistant directly on it. How's the weather today? Looks like it will be partly cloudy today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 32 degrees. And here is how it works. And as you heard, the voice is quite clear and the volume level is quite loud, which tells a lot about the quality of the speaker used in this smartwatch. Then by going to the notifications tab, you can also enable notifications for many applications. It also has the others option, which means even if an application isn't listed here, it can still send you the notifications for it. And when you receive a new notification, it wakes up the display and shows a full screen prompt. And the good thing is that it also supports some of the emojis. And here's how the notification center looks like. If the notification is from an application other than the applications mentioned here, then you can go to the other tab to check out all of the notifications. We also get the option to use the smartwatch as a remote camera button. Then in the menu here is the calendar application. Unfortunately, some of the utility applications have the Chinese name. I've already updated it to the latest version, but it is still not fixed. You can also sync your calendar application. Then you can also go to the others tab, and here you can also sync weather updates. You can also manually select the location here, and if you go to the menu, here is the weather application. The overall UI is quite good. It also shows the sunset and sunrise time here. So let me open the weather application. If you scroll down, the sunset and sunrise time is almost the same. There is a 1 minute difference. And if you scroll above, then the weather right now as well as the high and low values are also similar. So the weather server looks quite reliable. Other than that, you can also enable health monitoring. And for the sport lovers, you can also go to this tab and here connected with Strava. And notice that it also supports connecting with the Apple Health application. And in the home tab, it will show you all of your health data. The smartwatch is also equipped with a 2 gigabytes of storage capacity. To take advantage of it, you can go to the app market and here you can install many applications inside it. For example, we have the Daily Code application here. Let's download it. So now the application is downloading. So the downloading has now finished. Let's find the application now. So it's a bit of a task. since some of the applications have Chinese names, so here it is, daily codes. So this application is going to provide you with a new code every day. You can also tap on the heart button if you want to add it to the favorite list. Then we have the local photo option, using which you can add pictures in it. If you check out the pictures, they support zooming in and zooming out. Another thing that I really like is that you can zoom all the way out to see the picture in the full size. Then we also have a video player, and as far as I've checked, the videos are working absolutely fine. Then you can also record sound directly on it, and with a massive 2 gigabytes of storage capacity, you can record sound for a longer period of time. You can also store local music in the smartwatch. I've added one file while the rest of the files were already available in it, and if you try to play one, the sound is quite clear. The speaker looks of quite good quality. Another thing that I really like is that you can go here, then go to audio channel, and here search for device, and after that you can also connect it with your wireless earphones and listen to the songs directly on it. Now if you take a look at some of the utility applications, then you get the alarm application here, using which you can add alarms directly in it. You can also select the days if you want to repeat it. And here is how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and we also get the snooze option here. You can also connect it with Alipay. We have the Chinese Alipay available here. We have the BMI calculator here. Then we get a few games. I've already shown you calendar. Here we have timer, I guess. No, it is stopwatch. You can tap here to start it. Let's see if it can run in the background. Unfortunately, it cannot. You can select the times available here or go all the way down to set time according to your need. I'm gonna set it for 1 second, and when the timer ends, it starts to vibrate and vibrates for about 3 to 4 times, but unfortunately it does not ring, which is a big thing missing in my opinion, considering that it's a sports smartwatch. And in the end, we have the calculator application. Let's see if the basic functions are working fine. Yes, they are. I'm gonna multiply it by 3. Yes, it is working absolutely fine. Now I'm going to try the percentage option. I'm going to multiply it by 15%. So it worked quite well. Now let me add 10% of 27.5 in it. Unfortunately, this time it has showed incorrect values, which means that the percentage option with addition is not working fine, and you cannot add a percentage of a specific number in the original number. So these are pretty much all of the applications in this smartwatch. In the end, let's talk about the battery life. The smartwatch is advertised to come with a battery capacity of 400 mAh. One thing which disappointed me is that you cannot use it while charging. And talking about the charging time, it's going to take around 1 to 2 hours to fully charge from 0%, although they have mentioned that it comes with fast charging. But 2 hours is not fast in my opinion. And if I talk about my personal experience with the smartwatch, with the screen of dial turned on, it can give you around 2 to 2.5 days of battery life, while if the screen of dial is disabled and the display goes off after the normal time, then it can easily give you 1 or even 2 weeks of battery life, depending on your usage. And this will be all from the HT30 smartwatch. So alright, let's break it down. The good and the not so good. Talking about the pros, it has a sleek design with a vibrant AMOLED display. We get a smooth and easy to use interface. It has a great battery life. We have solid health tracking features, and Bluetooth calling also works well. On the other hand, we do not have LTE or standalone GPS. We have limited third-party app support, and the Harmony OS still needs some improvements. So if you want a premium looking smartwatch with solid features at a budget price, this one's a great pick. But if you need more advanced features like built-in GPS or LTE, you might want to look at higher end options. What do you think of the HT30? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the future tech reviews. I'll catch you in the next one.